Welcome back. Thanks for coming to my channel. I appreciate it. I really do. It makes me feel good and it makes me feel like I'm not wasting my time out here. No, seriously, I appreciate your guys' views. I hope you guys continue to like what I'm doing. I'm trying to pump out one a week, maybe a couple a week, if at all possible. But, it depends on timing and everything, right? Well, anyway, you're not here to listen to me mumble and garble, right? You're here to listen to see what our voice has to say, right? What do we, the people, bring today? And today's topic is getting money out of politics, right? Yeah! Let's get that money out of there, right? It's easier said than done. Obviously, that is the goal. That is the fundamental 1,010% the goal to get money out of politics. But in order to do that, we have to understand why money in politics is a problem in the first place. And you might be thinking, hello, money, politics, bribery, right? Yeah, correct. Citizens United has legalized corruption and bribery in politics. And the problem is that Big Pharma, the military-industrial complex, and Big Oil are the ones that are buying, literally buying, our congressmen and senators by the bushel, right? But here's the sad part. Well, the worst part. In Ohio, a congressman represents about 750,000 people, and a senator represents about 6 million, 8 million, just depends, I guess, 6 to 8 million people, right? And those senators and those congressmen take, say, $20,000 from Big Pharma and then start passing laws or writing bills about, screwing us over out of medicine, right? $20,000, they represent 750,000 people. Let's take Cory Booker, though, for example, right? He took $300,000 and then sold us out. $300,000, and I believe he represents around 2 million people. So some quick and dirty math. He says we're not even worth a quarter. Cory Booker, United States Senator, thinks his constituents aren't even worth a quarter. That's how screwed up, and that is why money in politics is a problem. Because they don't even think we're worth $1 to sell us out. Their bribes that they're taking are pittances. They don't even do corruption well. They don't even do selling out and selling us out. Come on. I think I'm worth at least $1. I think so. I think I'm worth at least $1. But that's not what's happening, is it? Now, on the flip side, right? What if unions were the ones paying out all this money, right? We would have higher wages, better work standards. We would have probably a shorter work week, or at least, better paid vacation, maternity leave, whole 9 yards, right? Well, also wrong, because the unions, they're not nearly as big, they're not nearly as wealthy, they're not nearly as strong as they once were. And to a greater or lesser degree, some people can argue that they're not as pure as they once were. And that's, okay, fine, that's a valid argument. But if we, the people, were the ones paying our congressmen, right? Let's just, right? 30 million people in our country tend to be actively engaged in politics every single election year, right? That's why only 10% of the population ever votes, right? 5% is really the average, so 15 million people, right? So 30 to 15 million people, right? If 30 million people gave $1 to their organization of choice each month, they would raise $360 million a year, which is about, more quick and dirty math, I think 90 million, 360 minus 250, 110 million, sorry, can't do quick and dirty math. $110 million more than what the DNC makes on average on a given election year, right? If we, the people, let me repeat that. If we, the people, gave $1 a month to our voice each month, we would generate $360 million a year. Now, you tell me, is that influence? Is that paying for your voice to be heard? Is that getting your candidates elected? You betcha. And that's just $1, all right? Most contributions are like 5, 10, 20 bucks. So you take 360 million, multiply it by 5, multiply it by 10, multiply it by 20. We're talking multi-billion dollars, all right? A multi-billion dollar opportunity to get people like you elected. That's the staff, that's the materials, That's paying your volunteers. That's paying your volunteers. We can do that annually. That is the strength of our voice. That's the strength of money in politics. The problem is we're not doing it, whether Republican or Democrat, right? Because both sides are just selling out to the highest bidder. And they're taking their little war chest and they're like, I just got $20,000. We could have $3.4 billion if we gave, actually $3.6 billion, excuse me, if each of us that tend to be civically engaged gave $10 a month. If every single voter in this country gave $1 a month each month, I'm going to do a quick calculator real quick. You might hear some clacking. That would be $3.24 billion a year for $1. If every single voting age person in this country donated $1 each month to our voice. $3.24 billion. That's more than the Republican Party and the Democratic Party combined. We, the people, have power. We unequivocally have the power to dominate our political processes. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to get everybody to just work together. Because if we work together, we would obliterate the establishment. We would eviscerate them. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, there is no question or argument. We would win. So, in order to win, though, right, we have to work together, right? We have to finance our own things. And then when we do, at that point, we have the power to say, all right, money out of the politics. We've already proven we can do it better, so get rid of it. Or we can keep it because at that point, we're winning, right? The point is, we have to maintain the power and the control. We have to eliminate the ability for businesses, corporations, and entities from influencing politics. We need to set true donation limits that do not allow a greater influence for being wealthy. We need to get rid of the ridiculous loophole that is super PACs. That is dark money. Like, okay, fine. I set up a super PAC too, Ronan Warriors PAC, right? But that's, again, playing the game. We got to play the game, right? We have to have some way to funnel the money into other candidates so that they have a chance of winning, right? We can have our cake and eat it, but we have to work together when we do it. And money in politics is no exception. Money in politics is bad because bad people are the ones running it. But if we're the ones controlling the money flow, then it's not so bad, is it? Because then we're holding them accountable. It's like, Mr. Senator, I gave you $10, and so did all the other 750,000 people in your freaking district. You damn well better pass universal health care, education, raise the minimum wage, set wage caps, implement profit sharing, fix Flint's water system, and start passing legislation that makes those abductions in D.C. from children, mind you, no longer lawful or no longer just brush it under the rug kind of thing. Like, I think abducting children to be thrown around in sex rings is kind of a frickin' priority of our law enforcement system. Not macing and gassing protesters and water protectors and DAPL. Just saying. If we control the money, we can get the money out of politics. If we want to fight money in politics, we have to stand together and we have to work together and we have to pool our resources. And if we want to overturn Citizens United, we have to fight. We have to work. And we have to understand that it's not going to be easy, and then it's not going to be all at once. It's going to take time. It's going to be a war of attrition, but a war of attrition that we, the people, can overcome and persevere.